Asta, have a great time.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't freeze.
Try not to.
Don't complain.
Okay.
That's a lie. That was
Okay.
It's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Damn it. Tell us about CrossBow. You started it, right? You are.
Okay, we're turning this off right now. He started it with someone.
Oh.
Technically, I started CrossBow with Carly Malash. I was a senior in high school, and we were, with our Celtic band at the time, we were visiting the elementary schools. And on the way back, on the bus, we happened to see that Carly was home from college. And so I decided to, unannounced, just walk through the front door because I had this idea for a new band, and I knew that we were both going to be going to the same school. What I didn't know was that she was also opening presents because it was her private birthday party with just her and her family. But we didn't have like a set idea really. It was just kind of like, let's do it once we get there, kind of like we didn't know what we were doing.
Oh, it's gotta be Irish though.
No, I'm not gonna do Irish. It's Scottish. It's gotta be Scottish.
Hey, I'd like to order a number 4 medium meal with Dr. Pepper as the drink, please.
Anything else today?
No, that'll be it.
846 first one.
All right, cheers.
Wait.
It's fine.
He wants a sandwich. Great, double points for alliteration. A fun Friday.
Like categories. I like it, yeah. She's a big categories person. Pretty good, pretty weird. Good. Pretty Friday night.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
How'd you feel about Crowe?
Crowe is the future.
I'm all about the future.
That's all I have to say.
I think tonight went pretty well.
Yeah?
I enjoyed the Crowe. That was fun.
Was this you guys' first time doing the drum thing?
Oh, no, we've done that a couple of times. It gets better every time. We get used to it. It's fun for me because I'm always like behind the kit. I'm like behind the cymbals. And when I get to get out front in front of the crowd, It's always a hoot.
I think the second set was great. It was super fun to play with Brother Crowe. They are by far my favorite Irish musicians of all time. They are my band daddies, except they're young and hip and cool. That's what I think.
I like that. Does this bode well for the rest of the weekend, you think?
Oh yeah, I think we've got a good lineup ahead of us. Got some classic shows, got some new shows. I'm excited to see how it pans out.
All right.
Excited for it.
How do you think CrossBow Junior is going to take the rest of the weekend?
I think this is going to be a shock to the system in a good way. I think this was probably her loudest experience yet. So.
Now it kind of feels like I'm talking to you. It feels weird to look straight into the camera. But
Does it? Does it feel more weird
Am I
if I was
supposed
like
to
this?
do that? No, I'd look at you, and the camera would look at me. I don't know if it's a good shot. You're the director, man.
Look at Mike's muscles.
What was the muscle? Wow.
Look at those.
That was a move, man. That's a power move.
That's a power move.
Tonight went really well. It was a little shaky to start, but I think we just had to get some of the cobwebs out. Yeah, just like that. But Mike, our awesome sound tech here, kind of saved the day for both us and Brother Crowe. So really, really good. Second set was amazing, especially at the end when we got to do the joint show with Brother Crowe. I think we're gonna have to bring that one back pretty much as often as we can. That was awesome. What do you think, Carly?
Yeah, it was totally cool. I wish that Brother Crowe could follow us around for all of our gigs.
Maybe we should just follow
I realize
them.
that's not realistic.
No.
That's not realistic. I think they would let us, don't you? Yeah. I actually am very excited because last year we had to play at 11 o'clock and I was afraid no one was going to show up. Yeah, but I mean, there were people, so I can only imagine how good 2 o'clock is going to be, 2:15, right? So it's going to be good. It's really cold. That's my biggest hope and dream, is that tomorrow we won't like hurt ourselves with how cold it is.
Because your question to me was a little bit different. Your question for me simply stated, what are your hopes and dreams for this performance tomorrow? Not tomorrow in general. So I couldn't include my Irish and Ionia hopes and dreams. And mine are very similar to Steve's. So
Carly, what are your hopes and dreams for tomorrow?
that my violin stays in tune for at least 30 seconds at a time.
I like that.
Yes.
Is that all?
And that my fingers don't freeze off.
I am a little nervous about that, honestly. Like, our fingers might not be able to move. You know, if it's too cold, our tendons will freeze. Did you bring your hand thing?
I brought my hand.
See, I think
and
you guys.
my hand thing, I hope you mean fingerless gloves.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get the key from Adam and Claire?
Is that what it is?
Okay, cool. We're just checking, making sure we're good. All right, cool, man. I'll see you there. Sounds good. Bye. So it would behoove me to wait until Mark got there for me to leave, because he's the only way I can get in.
Makes sense.
So I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
What do you think? That's it, right?
Does that look like Carly?
That's the question at hand. Kind of, actually. There's a little bit of a resemblance. It's definitely not like a dead ringer, but it's close,
It's
man.
pretty darn close.
I want to see who I look
I
like.
think if you just changed.
I don't look anything like her.
I think that if we were like,
Sorta looks
if
like her.
she was, if I saw her, that's our
The only
guy.
resemblance is that we have curly hair.
She's the murderer.
Same color hair, same type of hair, same
Basically your
eyebrows.
doppelganger.
Same eyebrows. Yeah.
Steve, you don't
She's got the
even-
same eyebrows.
Nose. Lips are a little different.
Yeah, lips are different. Oh, her nose is a little.
Eyes are a
longer,
little
too.
further
I
apart
don't really
than
like
Yeah, and a little,
this game
like,
right
skinny.
now. Guys.
Hold on. You're not in focus. Okay, say that again.
There's really
Go get the car now.
Okay. Ethan, how'd you feel about finding this place?
It's pretty good, pretty easy. You know, and it looks just like the picture in Google Maps.
Yeah, because we're here.
So it was.
Yeah.
No.
Steve.
No, I want to take that.
Fiddler on it.
You saw how I just rolled right up and pulled right in, right? Right?
What?
Steve, did you see that?
No.
Did you
I saw
see how
nothing.
I rolled up and I was here.
Would you?
Here we go.
Hey, man.
Do you have trouble?
Yes. I got a bone to pick with you. Tyler had to get out. Just to look at it.
Not the only diffuser. Yeah.
No, we did.
We came down. There's like, there's nothing on the mailbox. So how?
Steve, did you actually use your phone to look at the place, or did you just use?
No, I just used GPS.
Google Maps shows you a picture of this place.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
bye,
I didn't
Ethan.
look. Okay. We stalled, Carly.
Jesus, make it work.
Make what work? You want the window up? Are you cold?
Yes.
Why are you cold? We just had a gig.
I'm gonna kill.
We had a great gig. I'm gonna kill. Bye, Ethan.
Ooh, this is completely different. You can do that? I didn't even know you could do that. Oh. Oh, I see. This is so weird.
Yeah, but you only get 2 blocks though, so you gotta ration them shits.
Well, now we've learned something. So that's the key. Now we figured out the key though. You gotta pick somebody who's got
You gotta make them waste their protection.
Right.
I was so tired that I just lay down on the air mattress and like put like the thinnest little sheet over top of me. So I woke up, put this on, and then
slept in that?
I slept in that. I was cold.
I can give you my sleeping bag, dude. I have like blankets and sheets and comforters and stuff up there.
Okay.
Like,
I
that's
might,
ridiculous.
yeah. If I could get one more solid player,
Let me see what I can cook.
Like,
Oh, you're asking if there is one in the world.
Wow,
that
Mike,
exists?
you're like ready to go.
it is. Damn.
2 hours.
How did I sleep last night?
Yeah.
I slept great until baby started kicking and reenacting Seafarer's Folly inside of my room. But it was good.
So how you guys feeling about this show?
Very good. The crowd was awesome. It's a little chilly, but we'll make it work. Yeah,
Ain't nothing a little hypothermia can't do for the soul.
It's gonna be good, man. I'm excited. It's always fun. I was like Irish and Ionia.
Excited, man. Ready to go? Ready to book it?
So how you feeling about this concert?
This one?
Yeah, this
This is one of my favorites.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like, it's as if we're rock stars because it looks like there's just people for miles and miles and miles. But we're still not crossing rock stars yet. It's still fun, you know, you just pretend.
You get to
some
pretend.
sick shots where it looks like you play out for, you play for like sold out arenas, so it's good.
Give Irish Ionia welcome to CrossBow.
There's a place off Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you. We were both 16 and it felt so right. Sleeping all day, staying up all night. Staying up all night. There's a place on the corner of Cherry Street. We would walk on the beach in our bare feet. We were both 18 and it felt so right. Sleeping all day, staying up all night. Staying up all night. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever.
That was a blast, man. That was, I think, you know, the audience was super into it. I mean, that, I don't know, man, it's the energy. The energy's wild. It was great, man. Probably one of the best crowd reactions that me personally, I've gotten while playing in CrossBow. So that was just great. I mean, it was super fun, man. I do remember when I first got into the band. It was my first year at Grand Valley, and my buddy had heard CrossBow the year before, and he was like, dude, these guys are really good. I want to audition. And I had already auditioned for a bunch of stuff, so I was like, nah, I don't really want to do it. But he was like, well, I'm going to do it. And I said, okay, I'll go with you, and I'll wait outside or whatever. But when we got there, they pulled us both in. I just kind of sat in with him. And then they look at me and they go, what do you play? And I'm like, oh, I'm not auditioning. And then he goes, he plays the drums. And they're like, oh, we need a drummer. I was like, I'm kind of overcommitted right now. And I took down their information, and I went to their second audition. And it's where I met you at the second audition, as I recall. Yeah. But when I first joined, I had never like even listened to Irish music before. I was vaguely aware of its existence, but I came from like a punk rock world. Since I was like, my first band when I was 14 was a Nirvana cover band. And then we started writing like our own music, and we started doing like punk shows. And so when they asked me to do Irish music, I had never done anything even close to that, really. So that was one of my big, actually one of my, big reservations about joining. And for a long time, I felt like an outsider in the Irish world. And you can kind of hear it on the first album and a lot of our earlier stuff. I basically just play rock and roll grooves over Irish music. I don't really play Irish music still. But, I don't know, maybe that gives us a sound, but I did try to, I guess I just kind of tried to find my own spot in there, and maybe it was a good thing because it kind of gives us a fresh take on these traditional songs, and that was hard for me, to enter a completely different musical world.
What's kind of kept you around all this time?
I just love doing it. We've tried. There've been some lulls, but I've always tried to keep music a part of my life. I just really enjoy it. Obviously, I love people. And, I don't know, the feeling you get, and it always, I don't know, it's fun to have something that's not, that's typical, you get to talk about it and tell people about it. I always try to, stay creative, and CrossBow's just been so much fun for me.
How did the last gig just go?
It was excellent. It was a lot of fun. So great crowds this year. They were super engaged. They seemed really into our music. The energy was crazy. I wish it was like a couple degrees warmer. I'm still trying to warm up right now. I'm wearing like 3 jackets and I'm still so cold. But that is to be expected at Irish and Ionia, so it was a really good time. We've certainly had our little technical issues, but that comes with every gig. Irish and Ionia, I would say the sound was definitely not our best, but how can we expect that in 25-degree weather? We're still figuring out our in-ear monitors, so that continues to be an adventure. But having that said, I think that we're all keeping really good spirits despite the fact that we're tired, and I think we're doing our best to bring it every show. So I think it's going really well.
So Carly, how did you?
Oh boy.
How did you single-handedly start this band?
All by myself. No. So I say that because that's the exact opposite of what happens. Steve runs the entire group. Steve does all of the things, and it was, I will say, and I am admitting this truthfully, while Steve and I did start the group, it was Steve's idea to do CrossBow. So that was Steve's brainchild. He came to me with the idea. What? Yes, it was Steve's idea. And then we took it from there. We were thinking of disbanding after we all graduated. That was the deal. After we graduate, we're passing it on to the next group of people. And then we're like, no, I think we would like to keep this ourselves and move on from the university. So I don't know. I don't know how we do it, but we do it, and it's awesome. The Michigan Irish Music Festival, every year I have those feelings of like, okay, this is why I am in this group and this is what I do. I love the atmosphere of any sort of Celtic festival. Everyone is happy, everyone is there to have a good time, everyone likes the same kind of, you know, music. The Irish music community is such a small little community, it's such a small little niche. It's really fun to be around people who all appreciate the same thing, and the crowds are always amazing. They take really good care of us at the Irish Music Festival. Oh my goodness, the vendors are amazing. We have like meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all provided, and all really, really delicious stuff too. So it's every year that I get those same feelings of like, yes, this is why I'm part of this world. I think, despite the fact that we're all different people, I think we all have a really goofy side to all of us, and we've been through the same things together for the past like 7 or 8 years, you know, kind of making this group come to life together. But we don't take ourselves too seriously, and I appreciate that about us, that while we are a professional band, even in our most stressful moments, we're still able to find the fun, we're still able to find the joy and the goofiness, and that's something I appreciate about CrossBow. This is our friendship.
Why is this? I mean, this is not our friendship. Really.
Well, no, but this is how we greet each other.
That's how you greet each other?
This happens more often than you think. However many times you think we do
like
this
go for a high five and you just kind of end up...
No, she basically just leans up against me and then
it's just better than a high five, in my opinion.
Starts hitting my face.
He really enjoys it.
I do it this way.
Yeah, and then he ruins it.
This is not ruining. This is the way to do it right here.
Mike, you do it to me. Were you listening? Did you hear that?
No, Lisa and I planned it earlier.
That's awesome. You gotta do a side jump.
I am excited. Day 3 of this tour. Very exciting.
Where's our first stop at?
We're going to Wyandotte for a Leprechaun crawl. Yes. But we are in a heated tent this time, or so I hear. So I'm looking forward to that. Then we're going to Omara's pub in Clawson.
Clawson?
Right? No?
It's Berkley.
Berkley.
Hey.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. No swearing.
Take two.
Oh.
Wait,
Berkley.
I just can't
my.
work under these conditions.
Wow.
No cutesy talk about Gaelic and all that. Oh, I got you. So like Irish on Ionia. Irish on Ionia, drunken crowd. Yeah. All right, cool.
President of the company that told us to go back there, so just doing what we're told, man.
Doing what we're told.
That's right.
Just following instructions like we're told.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
That's where we're from.
That is it.
Oh, there's Claire. Wait, get her to dance.
Get Claire.
Did you two meet?
Unexpectedly.
I'll let Adam answer.
We did not connect on SpongeBob. We did connect on mostly brown hair.
It's obviously Sunday.
That's what I gotta say, my friend.
I'm a dead man walking here. That's the least of all my fears. Ooh, underneath the water, it's not Alabama clay. It's my trembling hands away. Please forgive me, Father. I ain't going back to Barton Holland's ever gonna follow me here I go. Won't do me no good washing in a river. Can't no preacher man save my soul. Did that full moon force my hand, or that unmarked 100 grand? Underneath the water. Ooh, please forgive me, Father.
One mother show in the bag. We killed it with rocket. We did good.
Oh, hi, Tyler.
Hi, Carly. So how'd it go?
Well, group hug.
Yeah.
Group hug. Hi. So Mike, what are you gonna eat when you?
I'm gonna eat all of the food, like whatever is the first thing on the menu. And then also the second thing on the menu, probably the third. Those both appetizers, man. I don't know.
Damn it!
Did you park at Mark's?
My mustache wax. That was probably like...
Oh, is that what it is? Let's see. Let's get a close up on that.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Look at that. I made that myself. I cooked that at home. That looks nice.
I actually was a huge metalhead when I joined this group, and I didn't anticipate even joining the group on a permanent basis. I started out, Ethan had to miss a show because he had a prior engagement and he needed like a fill-in drummer for just a one-time only thing. And I really meshed musically and personality-wise with everybody, and I got along with all the people, and they were like, well, we're gonna find a way to make this work with 2 drummers, and they called me. I remember being kind of reluctant. I wasn't really thinking of myself as an Irish drummer. I didn't know how to play Irish music, really. I had played a little bit of folk. I had played a little bit of like bluegrass. And there's a lot of back and forth there. There's a lot that carries over from folk and bluegrass and into Irish music. So it was a smooth transition, but I honestly didn't anticipate like enjoying it as much as I do. They're just all really genuinely good people, and it's they're easy to get along with, every last one of them. Ethan and I, we go all the way back to high school. We were on high school drumline together, and so that was my primary connection to the group. And then as I got to know the rest of them, they're all just very genuine people.
What?
Tay-Tay! Ooh, you like this? It's a banana. Yeah, I never had that before.
So now that you finished your first ever St. Patrick's Day party with the baby in your belly, what are you gonna go home and do now?
I think I'm gonna eat some Reese's Puff cereal, and I'm gonna lay in bed, and I'm gonna fall asleep, and I'll probably wake up on Wednesday.
Monday, see psychiatric inpatients and take a video exam. Tuesday, study. Wednesday, psych test. Thursday, start neuro.
Okay, I meant more of like you know, how's the dad life looking for you? You know, like
trying to tell me I'm gonna be a dad?
Yeah,
he used to be a dad.
He's gonna be a dad. What's Ethan life look like outside of St. Patrick's Day?
The only thing I got in my mind right now is just like sleep. But after that, I got a few things cooked up tomorrow, and then it's back to work, man. Back to the same old, you know.
Back to the old grind.
That's right.
What does Mike outside of St. Patrick's Day look like?
Back to work tomorrow. Just back to the old marketing grind.
Okay.
I am a director of auxiliary programs and summer camp programs. It's a good time.
Are you looking forward to going back to summer camp in the wintertime?
I will be. Right now, it's still all very new to me, so it's a lot of work and a lot of work I don't really know how to do, so it'll be fun and exciting eventually. Right now, it's kind of stressful, but
Fair enough.
It's a fun place to work.
Cool. Are you gonna miss CrossBow?
That's it. Never going back to CrossBow. I'll miss them a lot. It's been fun, guys.
By the way,
Though, like after spending several days together and then suddenly like going to your separate work lives, you do get that sort of like empty feeling like, hey, we're my bros. My life is empty.
Farewell, ye dungeons dark and strong. Farewell, farewell to thee. McPherson's time will not be long on yonder gallows when he say rantingly, say wantonly, say dauntingly when he played a tune and danced alone below the gallows tree.
Okay, so kids, don't do this at home, all right?
Hello.
I don't think they're here.
Down right now, we can't take any orders.
Oh no. So we are on a quest. We have this tradition to get shamrock shakes after our St. Pat's gigs. And we finished and got out of the last gig at 11:40, and it didn't dawn on us until midnight, like on the dot, that we had gotten our shamrock shakes. And they stopped making the shamrock shakes for the night at midnight. So we are scrambling. We're trying to not do anything illegal, as in like breaking speed limits.
We're being very careful.
We're being very safe.
But just taking corners really fast.
No. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Hello.
Think about your madam copy.
Hey, okay, so we're a couple of Celtic musicians. We've been playing all weekend on tour. We're exhausted, and we just really, really want some shamrock shakes. Is there any chance you're still making them?
Yes, we do.
Oh my God, yes! You're the third McDonald's we've been to in the past 10 minutes. Okay.
Product placement. McDonald's, pay us. Sponsor us. Keep going, Steve. We can't quite see you all the way. There it is.
All right, well, Operation Shamrock Shake was successful.
Successful.
Thank you, Carly.